So today's video is going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward, short, sweet, and to the point. I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time. I'm sure as you can guess by the title, I am transgendered. And I'm pretty sure you've heard me mention it all over my, I'm pretty sure if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, any of these sources, you already know this. But I wanted to make a formal video. I wanted to make a video that people on my channel could see. And I wanted to explain a couple of things, and I wanted to get a couple of things out there, and people do keep up with me to an extent, so I wanted to just have everything that's right now, current in my life here. YouTube is like it's like a documentary of your life. Like, everything you do on YouTube is out there forever. I mean, well, of course you can delete videos, but like, I don't plan on deleting any of my videos. They're out there, and I feel like years from now, when I am completely transitioned and I've done all the things that I never thought I could do, it's going to be interesting to see where I'm at. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just want to have this here as like a yearbook, because I never bought any of the yearbooks I had in high school. So I feel like this is my yearbook. This is what I can look back at and say, wow, this is where I was a couple years ago. Like, this is how far I've come in my journey. Because, you know, if you don't know, right now I'm not in the process of transitioning. I don't have the money for it. My parents basically told me that, like, they will put me back on their insurance next year and I can start transitioning then. And, I mean, I don't think they understand that it is a very lengthy process. Like, it's not one of those processes where you can, like, in 1 year it's going to be over with. Like, that's kind of, like, where their head is at. But I'm trying to get them to see that, like, no, it's going to take, like, several years. It's going to take, like, almost a whole, like, maybe 2 or 3 years. Like, so I think that's probably the most difficult thing in my life right now. Some people can say, oh, well, why don't you work and get a job? Medical bills cost a lot, especially when you're not on your parents' insurance and that's all you've been on all your life. It's like, now it's like, I'm out there with no insurance. Like, and you know, it sounds simple to just be like, oh, well, go get a job or go get on Medicaid or all that. Like, but you guys understand that, like, I'm a student. So I have to put down that my parents take care of me. So if I go out and get, like, Medicaid, then it's like, things don't get out of control. But let's not talk about too much about finances. I really want to get into things that are commonly asked when you're trans. So, first thing is that I get asked a lot of is, when did I know? And what I tell everybody is that from a young age, I kind of felt it. Like, it's just that as time goes on, you get distracted. You know, life gets the best of you, and you don't have time to focus on expressing yourself, because you realize at a young age that expressing yourself is not what everybody does, you know? Like, you know, when you get into middle school, you realize that kids get bullied and kids get harmed. And I went to a school that was pretty rough. It wasn't really the best school that could have been afforded to me, but it was a great experience. Like, it was a great experience. But what I'm saying is it wasn't the best place for diversity. So I had to assimilate. I had to be who everyone saw me at. Like, I didn't get to pick how I wanted to be seen. I had to be what was the most safest. And at the time, that was the persona of a straight heterosexual male. And I even had, and I cringe every time I think about how I treated people, but I was even homophobic. So yes, at one point in my life, I was very homophobic, and I bashed a kid. I actually, like, was very mean towards one kid in particular. And if I had ever seen him again, I probably would have apologized, because that was not my character. Like, but that was me back when I was a young kid, being naive. And that's not an excuse, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I was a mean person. And it was a result of me not being myself. So do my parents know that I'm trans? They do know that I am trans. They know, obviously, if you've already, like, listened to most of this, you know that my parents do know. Do I want to say that they're accepting? I do want to say that they are, but I feel like it's not extended. Like, there's certain things where I feel like they're like, you have to do it on your own. Like, we don't want to be a part of it. Like, I feel like they're supportive, but at the same time, they feel as though it's something that they feel like they are inadequate in being able to afford it and be able to take care of it. So they kind of feel like it's my responsibility to take care of myself. How do my siblings feel? I'm not really close with my siblings like that. So for them to, like, their opinions are not really too valid in my opinion. But I feel like my little brother is very accepting. He always has been. My older sister, it depends on what day you catch her. And with my older brother, he's not really having it. And then with my half brother, I've not talked to him about it. And then with my older, adopted brother, I flat out think he doesn't care for me anymore. Like, the last time he seen me, I think he did not speak a word to me. Like, I'm so used to him speaking a word and like getting, like, at least checking up on me. So when he didn't, it was just like, something's different. And I felt that different vibe, but I don't want to dwell on it too much right now. I feel like it's worth asking the next time I run into him, but like, I don't see him too often enough to even care. How do my friends feel? Well, I was openly gay throughout high school, so for the most part, all my friends were accepting. You know, you obviously wouldn't hang out with someone who's homophobic if you are openly gay, so you wouldn't even have any homophobic friends. But I do have transphobic friends who I've lost since, or at least they've misgendered me. That's the word for it. They've misgendered me. Like, instead of them calling me Morgan because that's the name I go by, they'll be like, oh, Michael, or they'll be like, yeah, boy, and you'd be like. But anyways, I've made pretty cool friends since. But it's my experience, like, being trans in college, on campus. I'm just now doing it for the first time. Like, I just went into the girls' bathroom, like, this week. And honestly, it's frustrating at times, but at other times I feel vindicated because I'm like, okay, I'm being true to me, so it's all that matters. So there's more of a comfort level internally, because you can be comfortable externally and internally. And externally is when you're comfortable with people around you judging you, but then you have to have the internal comfort with you judging you, you know? Because I feel like you'll never feel uncomfortable as long as you're internally comfortable, because then these outside factors they're just gonna either extend it or like lessen it. But if you are already working from a good internal place of comfortableness with yourself, you will be fine. So I will make a separate video about my dating life as a trans woman, because I feel like that is a whole other story. But you should already know that I am, because I have horror stories, and if you have horror stories, obviously update it. But right now I don't have a particular boyfriend or anything. So guys, I will definitely make a bigger story and tell you my whole life story in another video. But for now, I just wanted to put this out there. So until next time, guys, like, share, subscribe. I love you. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.